Tom Fergus was born in Chicago and raised in Montreal, Quebec, where his love of hockey began. After minor hockey in the Montreal area, he played in the Ontario Major Junior Hockey League with the Peterborough Petes, where he recorded 102 points over 2 seasons. The Boston Bruins made Fergus the 60th player selected in the 1980 National Hockey League draft, and he made the team as a 19-year-old. Steady play enabled Fergus to enjoy a solid rookie pro season, as he contributed 15 goals and 39 points in 61 games. He now faced every second-year player's worst fear, the sophomore jinx. Fergus responded by producing big numbers, with 28 goals coupled with 35 assists for 63 points. Tom also took pleasure in scoring his first NHL hat trick in Montreal. In the 1984-85 season, Fergus spent most of the season as Boston's top center and set career highs with 30 goals and 43 assists for a total of 73 points. Traded to the Toronto Maple Leafs in 1985, Fergus became the Leafs' top center and continued with his fine play with 31 goals and 42 assists, matching his career high of 73 points. Tom played 7 seasons with the Toronto Maple Leafs, with injuries probably preventing him from becoming an all-time Leaf great. For Toronto, he recorded 118 goals and 179 assists for a total of 297 points. In 1992 and 1993, Tom finished his NHL career with the Vancouver Canucks. In his 13-year career, he had amassed a total of 816 points, 235 goals, and 581 assists. After 2 more professional hockey seasons in Switzerland, Tom retired and returned to Oakville, his home of the last 20 years. He took over the coaching duties of the Oakville Blades. He continues to coach minor hockey and some girls softball in Oakville, where he resides with his wife and children. Please welcome 2010 Oakville Sports Hall of Fame inductee, Tom Fergus.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to see so many familiar faces. A lot of those people I haven't seen this quiet for a long time, especially Floppy out there. I'd like to congratulate all the inductees. I'd like to begin by saying what a great surprise and honor it is for me to be here today before you. Stop looking at me like that, Randolph. I've always been proud to say I live in Oakville. I'm even more now. It's a friendly, welcoming community surrounded by great people. I'm glad to have had the privilege of raising my 4 children here. Oakville has provided them with great opportunities. I'd like to thank my parents, of which my mother's here, praying that I don't say anything a little bit outrageous. I'd like to thank her and my dad for their overwhelming support throughout my career and life. I've always thought that the greatest lessons in life were learned from being the youngest boy of a family of 7. I got abused on many days, but I always fought back, and it definitely helped me along the way. My parents were always supportive and encouraged me to always try my best. They were content simply by watching us play and weren't overly concerned with whether we won or lost. I say overly because they were a touch concerned, but certainly not like the parents of today. After the game, they always had something good to say, and it was just dependent on how much or how the game went. But they never said anything bad. I didn't know there was anything bad in hockey until I grew up and really saw what it was like. I have to tell one quick story that, again, it was interesting to be able to stand up here and supposed to talk about myself. I've never been good at that. Not a word from all the hockey boys that see me every Wednesday night. I have to tell one story. I was in Boston, and my parents, I said they were always dedicated, and they always came and looked after my well-being. They made it to 53 games one season. That means 2 of them were in Toronto. So just to show you how much they followed and stayed up with it, and they didn't even do a lot of bitching because we didn't win much back then. I would also like to thank my darling wife, Judy, wherever she went. becoming the most difficult task is putting up with me for 24 years. From being a great wife and a great friend. And she smells good. Throughout my career, I've had the privilege of playing from some amazing coaches. They all had something different to offer. Thanks to Pat Quinn, Mike Keenan, and Jerry Cheevers, it's helped me to help the kids when I get a chance to coach. Although they frickin' drive me crazy, I grab a little bit of what I learned from all these guys to help them along. I added the friggin' because a lot of guys out there are saying I won't get through this speech without swearing. When I look out and see many friends who have come tonight, I'm deep gratitude for your support. I'm as surprised as you are that I'm sitting here and you're listening. But I can't tell you how much I appreciate you coming. Thank you very much. Not every day I get a mic. When I walk away, I'm done. I would like to extend a special thanks to Mr. Oakville himself, Dan Ferroni, and Wayne Hussey for their extra work in making this night a special occasion for me and my family and friends. Finally, I'd like to I'm thankful for what sports have contributed to my life. I've met great friends, I have great memories, I've learned many life lessons through this sport. Learned the importance of dedication and being committed as a member of a team. In closing, I would like to thank you very much for this award. It's a great honor to be included in this event. Thank you for all the committee members that took the time and put on a great evening. Thank you very much.
So we met our first inductee, time to meet our second. Again, if you direct your attention to the big screen, we'll meet our next inductee.